It was
did it.
approximately 3 minutes.
3 minutes from what?
I said it's been apparently 4 minutes since I said we're going to start in about 3 minutes.
Why would you say that?
Well, because we were just about ready. Everything was set up, and then you just had to click a button.
Okay. Okay.
And so I felt comfortable in my 3 minutes.
So what's the plan? Because I finished this game. Should I start another one or what?
Do you want to start another one, or do you want to go back to Game Slot 1 and just start at a later level?
What does everyone want to see? Do people want to see later levels?
I think people want to see later levels.
All right.
If I we watched the early levels before.
Where are we going? We didn't finish this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we died halfway through this one.
I forget where we.
Well, then, did I hand the controller to you, or did we end there?
I just have no.
Basically, we did not get to hell, and that's.
Well, just go to hell then. Start right at hell.
Go to hell, guys. I'll go to hell. That's fine.
Hell's go to hell.
This is terrible lighting.
In here, yeah.
This is terrible lighting.
We need some light in here in order to make the green screen work. I am sorry for anyone who experiences motion sickness during this. It does happen. It does happen. Motion sickness does. I've gotten over it.
Get good.
You gotta
just get your stomach good.
It's very different when you're watching someone else play. I have trouble watching you play. Like I could play and be fine, but
oh my god, I've got 19 fucking tokens I haven't spent.
Does the game explain what resources one exploits from hell? It's a very vague. The energy.
Hell energy.
Hell energy. and it's very vague. It's unobtainium.
I gotta do my makeshift tab key bullshit. Because you can't rebind tab, which is dumb.
That is dumb.
I should just teach myself to use WASD just for the fucking convenience. The number pad works fine. I like the nice even grid.
Yeah.
But every now and then you run into shit like that. Like something you can't bind for no good reason.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to rebind everything. That should be a blanket thing.
Oh no, I can't see the chat.
Tired and Sad, no. I can only assume Rich has not seen it. I haven't seen the new Ghostbusters trailer.
I don't give a shit.
Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit anymore. It's done already. Let's see here. The Riddle of Steel says, Chad has been having this conversation. Help us, movie gods. We know there are some good remakes, like John Carpenter's The Thing. Are there any good remakes of films originally released in the 80s? Remakes.
Here's the problem with 80s remakes. They're not remaking the shitty 80 movies that could be done better. Like, I know a lot of people love it, but you could probably do Remo Williams better. You could remake like a Remo Williams. You don't remake Ghostbusters, which is a perfect comedy film with all-time great comedic actors doing career-defining performances. That's not the movie you want to remake. You don't remake Citizen Kane. You remake The Thing from Another World, which was a schlocky 50s B movie.
Like Ultimate says, you remake Beastmaster.
You remake Beastmaster. That's the movie you remake.
Absolutely.
You remake the movie that you can do better.
Yeah.
You don't remake something that's utterly perfect like RoboCop or Total Recall.
Yeah. It's like if you think about any successful remake, they usually pull from generally obscure sources and then, find a way to make it better.
The question is, has there been a good remake based on a movie that was already really good and beloved?
Ooh.
That's the question. Has this ever happened? Beloved. A movie like in a Ghostbusters caliber where they remade it and it was as good or better. Has that ever happened?
I think this all started, they were talking a little bit about Evil Dead and the Evil Dead remake.
Completely forgotten. Already.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Evil Dead, the remake, wasn't a bad movie.
Well, the first one I wouldn't say is a perfect movie.
Oh God, no! The first one, the first one's awful.
The one
Come on.
the one you don't remake is Evil Dead 2.
Right. Mad Max Fury Road is not a remake. That is a sequel. Doesn't count.
Yeah, it's a sequel and it's made by the same people who did the original.
Does not count. Tron is a sequel. Does not count.
And it's debatable whether or not it's as good, and I wouldn't call Tron a perfect movie anyway.
Oh, God, no.
Tron is flawed.
Oh God, both Trons, in fact, suffer from the exact same problem.
Tron, the first one, well-meaning and saved by Lloyd Bridges. Jeff Bridges. I meant Jeff.
Lloyd Bridges in that role would be a very different movie.
Very different movie, yes. And I kind of want to see that movie.
No, the movie is saved by visuals alone. The story, the story is not that great.
Where the fuck did he go? Did he blow up?
I guess.
I don't know.
The music's still going.
I think what we've learned is I can't play and talk at the same time.
That's all right.
There you are.
I do hear very good things about the new Jungle Book movie, based off of a beloved cartoon. You know, I have not seen the new Jungle Book movie. Let's see. TNG After Dark says, "Hey guys, hope you're enjoying yourselves as much as I am. Quick question: what are your favorite live musical acts? P.S. Will you guys be playing fan-made maps tonight?" Yes. Thank you for reminding us, TNG After Dark. If you've made a map, or if there's a fun map that you've played, have it prepared. We don't know how to do that yet, but we are going to look into playing around with the custom maps. Rich is warming up right now.
Basically.
And we're in hell.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you're ready to take a break, they say they can't hear any game audio.
Okay.
Which is important.
Damn it.
Oh.
I'm just not in the groove. There we go.
Well, yeah, it takes you a while to get into the groove. That's all right.
I feel like I'm Polygon.
You feel like a polygon?
Like I'm Polygon.
What's polygon?
People had the bad playthrough of Doom.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me about that. I remember. I'm a member things. Ooh, that's a good idea. What specifically in this Doom, Rich? What's your favorite demon?
All of the Revenant. I like the Hell Knight. I like the Barons of Hell.
The Revenants are cool looking. I'll tell you what. Skeletons with jetpacks. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What else do you want with a skeleton?
The imps are just great as they're a great cannon fodder enemy. It feels good to shoot imps.
Yeah. I do really like the Barons of Hell are the Satan-looking ones, right? Mm-hmm. Just classic, just giant Satan-looking monsters that you get to shoot with a shotgun. What else could you want in a game?
I'll say that the Mancubuses.
The big fatsos.
They're just so ineffective. I like the look. They need to shoot more or something. I don't know.
Oh, and see, they got me a lot, especially with their splash damage, like the toxic Mancubuses.
I'm trying to get there. That should be. Did I already have that unlocked?
What?
The mastery for the they don't call it a railgun, but it's basically the railgun.
Right.
This thing. Maybe I already had it.
Oh, great.
Oh well. No big deal.
TNG After Dark, you're right. We completely forgot to talk about favorite live musical acts. We got distracted. We got, as often happens.
I usually don't bother with live music. I'm not a huge music guy in the first place. I've seen Weird Al though live, and he put on a neat concert.
That's all that matters. I've seen I've seen a lot of live music, and I enjoy live music usually more than recorded music, especially when it's kind of a smaller band and they're still figuring their sound out. Sometimes you can catch that one show that they really fucking nail. There's this band, they're a surf rock trio out of Minneapolis called The Blind Shake. And these fuckers put on one of the greatest live shows you will ever see. It is just like 45 minutes of nonstop dancing to surf rock music by three guys who all dress in all black tracksuits and all have shaved heads. It's crazy. The Blind Shake, really amazing band. I am a hipster fuck. You guys know I'm a hipster fuck. It's different. Like you go to see like the Foo Fighters, right? A huge polished band in a big arena. That is probably not going to sound as good as a Foo Fighters record.
So we're getting no game sound?
We're getting no game sound. If you could turn the game audio up, please.
I don't know why it's not working at all. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, that's weird.
Click on the little gear. Were we having this problem the other day? Properties. Maybe instead of default.
No, there should be default.
Okay, well,
It should be. Let's try that. What happens? Sure. What happens? What do you do?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right.
Well, now you have to turn it down, though. It's probably pretty loud.
Is it louder than us?
No, but it's close. You're in doom.
Yeah.
You're in doom. Wait. I just want to see it when you go back to doom.
Well, I'm gonna have to alt tab out again so I can see the chat.
Go maybe a little lower.
Let's see. We'll see when we're in the actual game. What?
What?
Blistered by the fires of hell and tainted beyond ascension.
Maybe it's just a little bit lower.
In his ravenous hatred, he found no peace, and with boiling blood, he scoured the umbral plains, seeking vengeance
Because
against
Wait.
those who had wronged him.
This.
The crown of the Night Sentinels, and those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
This is the section of the game where the demons talk about how badass you are. And isn't that great?
Yep. Yep. That is great. Just a little down. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, great. Okay.
Wow.
So I don't know, like I guess what I'm saying is it's more fun to me when you see a band and you have the ability to talk to them afterwards.
How often do you talk to the band after the concert? How often does that happen?
Well, this is what I'm saying.
You go there, it's a shittier version of the music, and it's too loud.
When you go to a big concert, that is true. You go to a small concert when the band sells their own merchandise after the show. It's awesome. You know, a little show. You get up close and personal. You get to see really great shows. I've seen a lot of really great shows that way.
Which demon is worse in comparison to its original counterpart? Well, like I said, the Mancubus isn't as fun. They seem so ineffective. They never hit me. And they just absorb bullets until they die.
Yeah.
Cacodemons are really annoying because they're super aggressive bullet sponges.
Yes. Yes, they are.
They will be right on your ass until they die.
Oh, you know who else puts on a good live show? There's this band called Gospel Gossip. They're like dreamy prog rock.
Sounds like a terrible name.
Gospel Gossip. It's a great name. They put on a really great live show. I've also gone to see the Bare Naked Ladies several times. So. Pinky. Pinky is I hate that one the most.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
The pugs, the demon pugs. Fuck those guys. Yeah, I like Bare Naked Ladies. I like the I like the Bare Naked Ladies. It's fine.
Keep accidentally hitting the change gun mod button. And it's a little bit annoying.
Let's see here. Hey guys, first time watching live in a really long time. I saw Jack has Armello in his Steam library. Hope you get a chance to play it. It's a lot of fun. Yes, I got that on sale. It is. It looks to be a great fun. It's like a digital board game. There's deck building elements. It looks very neat. It's on my list of things to play.
Where is she? She's not dead, is she? There she is.
That I want to play. It's on my list of things to play. That's I want to play. Blah blah blah. If I had $1 million, yeah, you guys know. You guys, Bare Naked Ladies. They used to be a fine band. I haven't heard them in a long time. Like I don't know if they even put out new albums anymore. But okay, the surf rock band was called The Blind Shake.
Why am I not using my chain gun?
Right? And they're like surf punk. They're great.
I haven't. Ah, God.
Oh my God! Look at that upgrade. That's cool. 3 spinners. That's great. Oh, okay. Where were? Yes, Armello. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for Doomy Doom Doom, says Gobbledygooks. Please sing it again, Jack. Also, there's a new game on the Xbox One. You should check it out. It's called DC Universe Online, and it's free. You fucks. It's on the Xbox One now. Tired and Sad says, what are your guys' thoughts on Warner Brothers bringing in Geoff Johns to oversee the newly created DC film division? Rich.
I don't really have strong thoughts on the matter.
Great. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just, it's further proof that they know they done fucked up. They done fucked up and they know it. Scramble, scramble. We're going to be director-focused movie studio. We're going to give the directors all the control, but now we're hiring a producer to oversee all the directors, because that's apparently what works. Geoff Johns also spearheaded the Green Lantern movie. Oh.
Well, they know what they're doing, don't they?
Nah. Put the spicy meatball on it. It's great. It's great. The Riddle of Steel says, did you play Wolfenstein The New Order?
Fuck, I thought I made that.
It's a lot like this. It revives the old legendary shooter for modern times. It's actually a great single-player FPS. Rich?
I have it. I need to get around to it. It's on my list. 9,000 games.
Yep. Jim Lee and Geoff Johns, they're the ones fucking up the comic division. Well, great. I'm sure they'll think of more bullshit ways to spin crappy movies. Oh, it's just too smart for the fans. That's the thing, Beermeister. Like, I think Marvel takes the time to find quality directors, and obviously, like, they guide the directors. Did you see that thing going off on a little bit of a Marvel thing? Apparently, early on in the development of Iron Man 3, a note came down from, not from Feige, but from some Marvel Disney suit saying they had to change the villain. They didn't want the villain to be a girl because girl toys don't sell.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Do they? We're talking about what the young boys want little girl action figures. The action figures of girls.
Here's my question. Who bought the boy
It's
action
a
figure?
dumb reason to make a decision in a movie, maybe.
Who bought the Guy Pearce action figure?
They didn't actually end up making one. I'm not saying.
Exactly.
I'm not saying.
What
Look,
a dumb.
I'm not saying it's the right thing. I am saying it might actually be a thing that makes business sense.
Or it could be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Maybe.
These companies have historically not made toys for girls, and so girls don't buy the toys that they make for boys. So now we know that only boys buy these, so we should only make ones for boys, which means only boys, It's dumb. Evening Jits, since Grubb McMilitary, I've been catching up on recent streams. Great job with that bomb on the plane. True cinematic moment. That's true. Doom, is it sad that watching this is more fun than the movie with The Rock?
Yes. Like, Event Horizon is the real Doom movie.
Well, if they had like 1,000% more guns. Let's see here. Ass Bandit 92 says, Jack, are you using gangbusters to mean a bad thing on purpose? Doesn't coming on like gangbusters supposed to mean that it's outstandingly excellent or successful? Yes. Gangbusters was the successful, what was it, breaking up the mafia, or?
I'm not sure.
I think it was the FBI breaking
In
up.
slang, it means good.
In slang, if something is gangbusters,
We're doing gangbusters. We're doing great business.
yeah, we're doing very well. So I try to always use that in correct terms. If I used it incorrectly, I apologize. But when did I use it? Did I use it today? I use it all the time. I say things are gangbusters all the time. Caco Demons, go!
Get up there, you dummy.
You dumb Doom guy?
You are the Doom Slayer.
All right, what's coming at me?
Let's see here. Is there a pain? Are there pain elementals in this game?
No. They were a dumb enemy to begin with.
What are pain elementals?
Cacodemons that shoot out lost souls.
Oh.
Never really cared for them. They weren't fun to fight, they were just annoying. The world is better off without them.
Let's see here. Tired and Sad says, I was a fan of Red Letter Media when they played smaller venues before they started playing arenas. Thanks, Tired and Sad. I do not apologize for my slight hipster-like qualities. I like the things I like. You fuck off. Justice Guido says, I found a great mobile game, Crashlands. $5. One time, no IAP in-app purchases. It's a real game, and I love it. A bit of crafting, resource gathering, super fun combat that works with touch. Everyone needs to know. Well, there you go. Crash. That $5 bought you a Crashlands promo. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Rich has stopped reading comics. I keep trying to get into them. I recently read Sex Criminals. I think because you guys recommended it as a non-superhero comic. Or maybe you recommended it. Did you read
I
that
never
one?
even heard of it.
Sex Criminals is the comic where a girl discovers that every time she orgasms, she can stop time. And then meets a man who also has the same power. And so if they have sex together, time will stop, but they can move freely through it. And so then they rob banks.
Well, how does she know time? Wait, only when they orgasm together does time stop?
No, when either of them orgasm separately,
Okay.
time stops.
Then why do they have to have sex together?
so they can rob a bank together. And they just also like having sex with each other.
But what guarantees they're going to orgasm at the same time if they have sex together? Nothing.
No, of course not. But you know what? You probably work out the timing. You got to work out the timing.
One of them's probably going to start like a fraction of a second before the other, and that just throws the whole plan out the window, Jack.
Yeah.
This whole thing is flawed.
Oh, darn. I guess they'll have to practice more.
I think that's just the line he's feeding her.
Yep.
We had to get this right, honey.
Got to get this right. No, you know what? It's not the greatest. It ends on a really dumb note as well. But it was interesting. And it had some fun art and it had some good ideas, but...
There you go. All right. That works too.
Yes, Sex Criminals would be a great Edgar Wright movie if it was adapted. He would do some fun things there. But it was neat. Trying to read more non-superhero comics, and that was suggested to me. Oh, Cosper has a good strategy for you, Rich.
Yeah?
He says what you need to do is try hitting the demon with the bullets.
Yeah.
And then he thinks that you'll be more successful.
This is my ideal setup for playing the game, so go to hell. I've got giant fluorescent bulbs over my head, and the screen just looks terrible.
Yeah, it does. Good comic, Yojimbo the Samurai Bunny. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yes, we are in hell, Cosper. No, we no longer do 48-hour film projects. They're fun.
It's not to say it'll never happen again, but
No. They are a lot of fun, and it's always a really great excuse to make something. But you know,
I guess I gotta find.
now we do it all the time. Kick Girl V says, "Hey, Jack and Rich, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Kick Girl V. My only wish this year is to hear you say happy birthday in your Sonny Bonds and his lazy partner Keith's voices. Love you guys so much. Keep up the good work."
What's her name? Oh, did I walk?
This is Kick Girl V.
Happy birthday, Kick Girl V. What kind of name is that? Are you a prostitute? Do I have to run you in?
Oh,
Do you know my wife?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Sonny.
no.
I was in the other room, Sonny. What was going on? I was just in the other room, not collaborating or helping you at all. Is there
Just-
something I can?
Just go back and sit down. That's what
Okay.
you do, some paperwork. That's what you're good for. You're good for the paperwork. You make the problems go away after I shoot the brown people. That's all you. That's all you need to do.
I'm
Keith.
really good at looking the other way when you horribly murder innocent people. That's part of my job as your partner.
Okay, I have to stop sucking.
Wubrex says, "Why does Rich quietly squeak before he says something or laughs? No hate. It's pretty cute. That's his programming booting up."
Why do you suck?
You ever think about
You
that?
ever, yeah, you ever think about that?
I mean, it's really something you need to figure out for you. Oh, explosion! Explosion! Are you guys both in tomorrow's Best of the Worst? Is it coming out tomorrow? I know that's our usual joke, but
That's very possible.
it's quite possible it's coming out tomorrow. I have no idea. Wait, you already have the... Oh, that's right. You're replaying this level.
Ammo. Should get some ammo for that. I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering why I was doing the animation.
Oh.
But that's where you get it.
I jumped off a cliff. Because I was talking about birthdays and not paying attention to what I'm doing.
Way to go.
Yeah. It's all fine.
That's what the Patreon. Oh, if that's what the Patreon email says, I'd believe that. I'd believe that. Jack, check out Wolverine Snicked. Is it a comic? Is it a manga? Nobody knows for sure. It's an unofficial Marvel thing that was made by a Japanese guy in Japan who makes really weird dark sci-fi mangas. I want to say I read that back in the day. There was a series that Marvel was doing. What the fuck was that?
What? That was the controller vibrating.
All right. There was Snicked. There was a Spider-Man type manga where he was a little kid, and instead of like having superpowers, he was like running away from or becoming the leader of the Spider Clan or something. There was a series.
The what?
Yeah, it was very strange. I might have read Snicked. There is a controller plugged in. I can only assume just in case.
Because Jack wants to play.
In case I want to play. Rich knows I prefer controllers. And right now I'm currently
Shameful.
editing the part of our Doom discussion in which Rich blames controllers
For ruining shooters.
first-person shooters, and it's obviously I got to keep in as much as I can what's coherent about it, because I know Rich wants that, but it's tough for me. That's tough for me, Rich.
I speak only the truth.
Not the Steam controller, a nice, functional Xbox 360 controller. I'm actually really liking the Xbox One controller. It fits in my hands very well. That was a fine controller for dooming.
Can I make that? Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, you got the double jump. You're fine. You're fine. TNG After Dark, yes. Even if your Doom map is fucking awful, we will play it. I think we played Cave Story for stream.
Nope.
Bandam. Have we not?
Maybe you have. On a solo stream way back when?
I might have played it on a
I've
solo
never
stream.
played solo, Cave Story, anything.
Oh, yeah?
So,
It's... Or maybe we just talked about it. I remember it's a like pixel art Metroid-like side-scrolling thing. And I remember not being terribly impressed by it until I found out that it was like apparently like a very early indie title.
oh, then you became impressed.
Well, no, I thought it was more recent, and I was like, oh yeah, this is just kind of like every indie title. But they're like, no, this was like the first that made it okay to make indie titles. I was like, oh okay, context.
So it's good because it's aged poorly?
Context. It's still not good. I mean, it's fine, is what it is. It's fine. The first major internet indie game. And what it is perfectly fine. But then you get a little context. It's like, oh, this was before like indie games were a thing and people just did that. Then it adds a little flavor. A little flavor. Anonymous says, based on the pretty good quality of the Scott Pilgrim movie, what video game movie might you like to see made by Edgar Wright? First of all, any. I mean, he's a fine filmmaker. I think he can handle just about any property. But it's got to be fun.
What is the obsession with video games and movies? Why is this a thing that even needs to be?
People like video games. People like movies. It's peanut butter and chocolate, man. They're coming together. They're coming together.
See, I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim, so...
Oh, you haven't? Oh. Well, it should be something...
To describe it,
Scott Pilgrim?
yeah.
I don't know if you would like it.
I know it's very video game-y, like they have like power-ups and things, right?
Yeah, well, and just the way in which like it's written and directed, there's a lot of like how in Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, there's all sorts of like weird asides and little anime things. There's a lot of not anime things, but stuff like that in the Scott Pilgrim movie that make it very enjoyable.
Knowing very little about the Scott Pilgrim movie, based on what I'm hearing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say No More Heroes.
Ooh. Yeah, he might be able to handle a No More Heroes. That could be fun. A Jet Set Radio movie. Tell him about the P-Bar. Oh, I don't remember. That's actually like really high on my list of stuff to rewatch because
Oh, wrong power-up.
wrong power up.
Oh, that was a waste.
Well, I mean, it's all right. Look at this guy. Look at him. That's so fucking classic. Just a big red Satan. Love that. Or you let Edgar Wright make a Portal movie. He could handle some trippy Portal shit. Let's see here. Godemperor. Hold on. God Emperor Nerd. There it is. It says Transmetropolitan by Warren Ellis is an amazing comic. Think Hunter S. Thompson as a journalist in the far future. It's bizarre and alien at times, but the ultimate message is one you know. That is also on my list of things to read.
Where you at?
Edgar Wright directs a Crypt of the Necrodancer movie. Yes. That is happening. Start a petition. Start one of those change.org petitions. It'll happen.
Ow, ow, ow.
Okay, that's one. Don't you think Bruce Willis in The Fifth Element was pretty close to a Doom Marine? His hair was anyway. No, you know who was the Doom Marine? Dredd. In Judge Dredd. Doom Marines don't talk.
This is true.
They shoot everything. That's it. They see a thing and they shoot it. This is why Doom might not be good for a movie.
Russell Crowe? Maybe not anymore.
Yeah, he's been passed.
Some tough guy, no nonsense. Too much of an accent, really.
Yeah,
Doom guy is totally an all-American fucker.
Yeah, but he wouldn't talk, so Russell Crowe could do it. Or, he wouldn't talk that much. Which Judge Dredd movie are you talking about? Dredd, the good one. I mean, I guess they're both amazing in their own way. But I'm talking Dredd, not Stallone. Keith Urban. Carl Urban. Have either of you seen John Wick? It's basically the most competently produced Neil Breen film ever. No. On my list. On my list. And now they're making a second one. It's on my list too. Everything's on my list. No time. No fucking time. Rich says, Tortured Biscuit, do you feel the power of Christ flowing through you as you tear through the hordes of Satan's minions?
I don't need Christ for this shit.
Do you think this is quite possibly the most Catholic video game ever made? The entire point of this game is to destroy demons. It's to destroy Satan's influence.
Look, they punish the sinners. They're doing God's work.
Yeah.
Arguably, we're doing something bad.
What do you mean?
Destroying demons?
No, we're destroying demons.
They torture sinners. That's their job. Who's going to torture the sinners now?
Oh, I get it. Oh, man, Rich, you're right.
We're totally fucking up God's plan.
This was God's plan.
God planned for horrible demons.
The horrible demons punish the wicked. And now we're punishing them. Oh, man. Right, all of these are fallen angels, right?
Yes.
Technically, I don't remember. Is it really murder if you're murdering demons? Think about that for a second.
There's not really much actual evidence for hell in the Bible, if I'm right. I think it's largely made up.
Just that part.
Just that part.
Lord Belmont says, I finished...
Or at the very least, I know there's not, like, Satan's not a thing.
Right.
Satan was like Hebrew for adversary. When Satan came up in the Bible, they weren't really talking about like a demon from hell.
Right.
It was the Lord of...
The Lord of all darkness. Yeah, didn't most of that come from, not Aesop, Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. I finished. Lord Belmont says I finished Doom 4 yesterday. It's so damn awesome. I love it, and I really like the story and how minimalist it is. You are correct, Lord Belmont. You are absolutely correct in what you were saying about Doom. The way they handle storytelling in this game is something that I've talked about before, where you never leave your character while the story happens. You stay as Doom Guy. You stay person perspective, and the story happens, and you get to choose how much you pay attention to it. It's a great way to handle a story.
Has it ever been confirmed or denied that we are the original Doom Marine from the old games?
Maybe, that'll be the DLC.
I find it interesting that this game might be a flat-out deboot of a franchise. The first ever franchise deboot.
Yes, very reminiscent of Half-Life's storytelling. Half-Life and Half-Life 2. Minimal. You get what's going on. Yeah, it's great. It's all great. It's all great. You could be the first. How did the original Doom end? Were you stuck in hell?
Well, the original Doom ends when you get back to Earth, but Earth is overrun with demons. And then Doom 2, you fight the demons that are on the Earth, and you go back into hell, and you kill a really big demon. And then it says you're going to go back to Earth to try and rebuild society. Doesn't necessarily say you made it back to Earth.
Sure, maybe you got trapped in a sarcophagus.
Plus Doom 64, which it depends on whether or not Doom 64 for the Nintendo 64 is canon.
Absolutely canon.
In the end of Doom 64, you decide to stay in hell to fight demons so they can never rise again.
Ooh. Maybe
Which, this game is about a Marine who stays in hell to fight the demons so that they can never rise again.
This is a direct sequel to Doom 64.
That's the running theory.
I love it. I love it. I wonder if Doom 64 was like popular amongst...
It's got its fans. I always thought it was ugly.
Like everything on the Nintendo 64.
Like everything on the Nintendo 64, but even the sprites, because it uses sprites at least.
Uh-huh.
It's not like a blurry 3D mess. It's just shitty sprites.
Right.
Some people love the redesigns. I can't stand them.
Oh, okay.
What's the chat saying about all this?
Doom 64 is not canon. Of course, Doom 64 is canon. If that's how Doom 64 ends, it makes sense, because in this game... the demons talk about like not being able to defeat you, so they lock you away. We can only hope to contain his power. The power of the Doom Slayer.
Wait, what am I missing?
The Marathon series by Bungie? No, I've never played that. I've never played that. Ricey Cakes says, have you guys ever had a horrible diarrhea? And if so, was it in a toilet or in another place? Thanks. Love you long time. And all I'm going to do is read that question.
Yeah. We're under no obligations to answer,
To answer.
anything.
We just, say, well,
No, that was terrible.
Okay, let's see here. Tadax says 3 terms in for hell in the Bible: Sheol, a watery, sleepy place, kind of a waiting room; Hades, purgatory; fire, but you can still get out.
I could have just been thinking of the concept of Satan, which doesn't have much evidence for actually being a thing.
I think that's what you're talking about. And Gianna, fire, and really, really bad. So like hell is mentioned, but yeah, maybe you're right about Satan. Satan. Let's see here. Anonymous says, I just played Dead Rising 2 off the record for the first time. Is it worth playing the regular version of 2 after beating off the record? I have Steam. I don't have Xbox.
Probably not.
What's off the record?
It's Dead Rising 2 with a different protagonist, but the same map.
Oh, yeah, then definitely not. Unless you really want to play as a different protagonist.
Well, yeah.
Teabag for Glory. Do you guys ever turn off the heads-up display in games you've become used to?
No. I'm not a big anti-HUD nut. I don't get it. It's there for a reason. It's handy. Your brain doesn't even notice it really after a while, other than just the information it provides. Never turn the HUD off.
You know what I did turn off? Is the in the top right corner you'll see like your fighting gauge, and that just tells you like how well you've been fighting all the demons. I didn't much care for that information, but no, like how many bullets you have left, your current health, the little display for where your next objective is, all that stuff is useful and doesn't get in my way. I did turn off that, and luckily this game gives you the options to customize your HUD how you like it.
Oh, they're all dead.
And I really liked that because I recorded all the gameplay footage, and a couple times like there were some really nice shots that I wanted, but the HUD was getting in the way, so I could turn off the HUD and get a nice shot of the scenery and then turn it back on. So that was really helpful for recording gameplay. I turned off the "You Are Here" locator in Firewatch, and then I got lost. Exactly, Beefcake. You can get lost. You just gotta walk in the woods.
Beefcake, you know what you were doing, and you're a jerk.
It was so. It's like you could just walk around and enjoy the scenery. Sergeant Zima. It's Colin. Sergeant Zima. I'm looking forward to playing this game. Yes.
It's a great game.
It's a fucking great game. Fucking Doom. Hi, Colin. Also. Rich isn't going for secrets. He's going for murder.
Oh, yeah.
He's going for murder.
Well, I guess we could just go to user maps now.
If you would like to.
I don't care. Do you want to play it all?
Yeah, you're having fun. You're having fun. You're working hard today. You deserve a little Doom.
It wasn't that hard. I'm just in a bad mood earlier. I don't know why. Free floating bad mood. Just,
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Mildly aggravated. I had to go to the hardware store twice.
Oh.
I got the wrong kind of saw thing,
Yep. Yeah, that always sucks. And then you go back, you probably talk to the same guy at the counter. You go, fuck me, right? I'm just such a fucking schmeck. Yeah. Last night after we after we filmed the review, I went home and I was importing all the footage. And that takes a while because I also convert it to ProRes. Quick tip for any editors out there. Even though Premiere can ingest any and work natively with any video footage, if you're working with high-res footage and you want it to play back smoothly, I recommend Apple ProRes. 422, even the LT looks good and it helps cut together nicely so it doesn't have to keep rendering. So converting...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Converting the... He was in hell. He just came back from... Rich just came back from hell.
You go to hell multiple times.
Yeah, you go to hell and back. See, there's the teleporter. So as I was importing the footage, it takes like an hour. You know, we talked for about an hour, and it takes about an hour to transcode it into ProRes. So I had an hour to kill. I was like, oh, here's what I'm gonna do. Just finished Doom. Doom was great. I could have played more Doom, but it's like I'm gonna play a game that I've just wanted to play just for me.
Yeah.
Last night, and I finally picked up.
And that wasn't Doom?
That wasn't Doom, because obviously Doom's great, and I could have just played more Doom. But I started playing The Flame in the Flood. Have you heard of this game?
No.
It's just been on my list of games to play since forever, and gosh darn is it swell. It's a roguelike survival game, and you play as a little girl who rafts down a river, and then you have to stop at these different docks and pick up supplies, and there's like a large crafting element where you pick up 3 saplings and 2 cattails, and you can turn the cattails into string and the saplings into a bow and make yourself a little bow and arrow, right?
That sounds great.
It's super fantastic. And it's also gorgeous. The art style is very striking, and it's been beautiful to play. I've hated having to put it down to edit.
I may go from this to Brutal Doom.
just to shake it up a little bit.
I might just do a Doom World Tour right now. Maybe I'll do Brutal Doom and then Doom 3.
Ooh, sure, that'd be fun. No, guys, the glory kills do not get old. I can tell you that.
They're not as frequently as they are early on. They seem like the whole game's going to be glory kills, but very frequently after the early game, the enemies are jibbed before you can glory kill them.
Oh, and by the way, you get to a point where you need to glory kill them in order to get health and ammo, and you get upset when you don't glory kill them. The glory kills are great. No, so I was playing this The Flame in the Flood game, and as soon as I'm done editing the episode, or possibly in between, I'm going to try not to play it too much, or else I'm going to want to play it for a long time. It's a super gorgeous game. I'll probably play it on stream one of these days, because it's roguelike, so we can have some fun with it, but it's so much fun. Jack Rich, is the Titan in the new Doom supposed to be the boss from Doom 3?
Or the Icon of Sin from the end of Doom 2. It's debatable.
Ooh. What was he in Doom 64? Was there any sentient robots in Doom 64?
I know a little about Doom 64. I didn't play it because the sprites are ugly as fuck. But Doom 2 ends with you fighting a big thing, and Doom 3 ends with you fighting a big thing. In both, at the end of both games, you fight a giant thing.
Okay.
That could be the Titan that's referenced in this. You defeated the Titan that the demon sent to stop you.
Oh, sure. Okay, I get you. Yeah, it could be anything. The modder who did Brutal Doom is working on Brutal Doom 64.
I've heard.
Well, there you go. Let's see here. Anonymous says... Oh, wait. Oh, no, we read that one. Anonymous says, where is all the Olivia Munn and Thora Birch smack talk?
The who?
Oh, there was some Thora Birch smack talk last stream about her not being in someone's movie.
Oh, yeah.
Is everyone feeling okay? Also, is Mike suicidally depressed, or is that just his shtick?
That's a shtick.
It's a shtick.
That's just Mike.
I don't even know if it's shtick. That's just how he is. He's fine. He's fine. I've heard him giggle at least twice in my life, so he'll be fine. Let's see, Rich. Do you have a hard day sometimes because of the hardware?
What?
I'm just kidding. But seriously, imagine if you had a lightsaber in this game and could hack off monsters in pieces. You know, that'd be great.
You know what I say to that?
What?
That's what I say to that. Fuck your lightsaber, man. Who needs that shit? That gay shit.
Here's what I'm gonna say. If they gave you the option to have a lightsaber or a chainsaw in this game, 100% of the people would choose a chainsaw.
Look, lightsabers aren't metal enough for Doom.
No. The most hardcore Star Wars fanboy would choose the chainsaw.
No.
They would.
No, they wouldn't. They're Star Wars fanboys. Lightsaber, 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 lightsaber,
Rich,
lightsaber, lightsaber.
your impressions have gotten much better. I know you've been working on your vocal impression.
The lightsaber. I like lightsabers. Lightsabers. Lightsabers.
It's like I'm in the room with a Star Wars fanatic.
I like lightsabers. Lightsabers? Can we mod this to have lightsabers?
We could probably have some lightsabers.
The Hello Kitty game. Let's put lightsabers in the Hello Kitty game. I like Hello Kitty, but not much I like lightsabers.
Okay, so they give you the option to have a lightsaber or a chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
They both do the same thing. What percentage of the players are choosing?
I'm shooting demons. I don't give a shit about this nerdy Star Wars crap.
Okay, great. You're punching a demon in the fucking face. That's all that matters.
Oh, fuck. Didn't know you were there.
Almost 100% of Star Wars fan films are lightsaber fights in the Force.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lightsaber.
Lightsabers.
Here's a question. Would anyone care about Star Wars if it weren't for lightsabers?
Ooh, that's a good
Does the entire fandom of Star Wars depend upon the existence of lightsabers?
Spaceships are pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're cool. Those are the things I like about Star
Just
Wars. What? The what?
The armor.
Yeah, I didn't miss it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You had to kill the demon. Killing the demon's important.
I think there are some other relatively cool things in the Star Wars universe. I think the lightsabers.
But the other relatively cool things in the Star Wars universe,
Yeah.
the Star Wars fans don't give a shit about. They wank all over the Force and lightsabers.
Yeah,
That's what's covered. That's what's covered with Star Wars fan semen.
but those are the only.
It's not the underground smuggling and the huts and
spaceships, and
spaceships,
space pirates,
space battles,
bounty hunters. The Force and lightsabers are the only things unique to Star Wars.
The Star Wars fans care because Darth Vader could totally beat Doctor Doom with the Fourth because he's got the Fourth. That's-
Doctor Doom.
Any fictional character.
What about Batman?
He just chokes Batman with the Fourth.
But then the Batman nerd comes up and says, "No, Batman is actually prepared.
Batman has Force-proof armor.
He is prepared for the situation." Yeah.
Go to YouTube and look up Batman versus Darth Vader.
Is there a thing?
Go look it up. Right now.
Hold on. This is important.
We'll stop.
You think,
We'll stop for you to look this up.
is this a thing or do you not know?
Look this up on the YouTube.
Darth Vader versus Batman.
Click on it.
Have you seen this? Ah. Sandals. Sandals.com. Sandals. Get out of here. Oh, God. And now it's time to stand up. Get out of here, Sandals. Hold on. I'm going to stand up after this. Stop it. Hello, Sandals.
Mute our mic at least. Jesus Christ. We're going to get in trouble for playing
Right?
an ad.
I can't turn it off because there's a message popped up and I don't care about that message. Skip. Okay, here we go. Batman versus Darth Vader. This is a video. I'm watching a video.
I don't know if this is the one I think it is.
Superpower beatdown. What am I watching here?
That's the Batwag flying in space.
I'm watching Batman versus Darth Vader Superpower beatdown. A YouTube video.
He has to rescue Superman, who's been captured
By
by
Darth
the Empire.
Vader? Jesus fucking Christ.
It's actually not bad. Look at the production value on
This is
though.
no, it looks great, but this is some. Who made this? Machinima. This is some nerd wank right here. That's not a bad Batman voice.
No.
That's all all I can think of is like that's way better than Christian Bale's. Just the fact that he said I've located Superman and I know he's on the Death Star made me
I hope we're all watching this.
you guys, I can't handle this kind of I can't. Release Superman. Oh.
That's some Batman. That's some Batman stuff.
Oh, Batman has a lightsaber.
Yes.
Batman has a light. Why does Batman have a lightsaber?
Because these are the two most obnoxious fandoms out there. And I like Batman. Batman could build a lightsaber.
Of course, Batman can build a lightsaber.
Batman can build anything if you can build it.
I mean, I know that lightsabers are really difficult to build, and only Jedi Masters can build them. That's part of their Jedi Master training. But Batman has a lightsaber, and he's fighting Darth Vader. And now Darth Vader is like using. Hopefully, Darth Vader can win this. And now he just shoved Batman into outer space where he should explode. But I'm sure he's going to have a spacesuit. A bat spacesuit is my prediction. Oh, the space Batwing was right outside. He got in that really fast. He just shot missiles at Darth Vader. Can I stop watching this now?
You can say it's almost over.
Oh, okay. That's true. Literally.
I'm very impressed with the production value.
You should be very impressed with the production.
Extremely impressed.
Very, very good looking. It's fine. It's fine. I don't like it that Batman has a lightsaber.
There you go.
Great. Oh, Darth Vader wins. Perfect. Oh, wait. Oh! Jesus Christ! Oh, good. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Sorry, everybody. We just had to take a little moment.
Oh, I'm sure they were watching it too. It's all fine.
Yeah. Just had to take a moment. I'm glad that ended. I'm glad with how that ended.
I think they made there's a different ending floating around out there. They made it both ways.
Sure.
Yeah.
Listen, those kind of things are cute. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. Angorange says, this is my last stream for a couple of months before I'm off to boot for USMC. Thanks for the hours of entertainment. Here's to hoping for a real-life demonic outbreak. You guys are the shit. Well, thank you, Angorange. Have fun at boot camp, I can only assume.
Yeah. That's the obvious assumption.
That is the obvious assumption. Good luck. Plenty of protein. Make sure to get plenty of protein. I have some family who are in the military, and they constantly have trouble building muscle because of how much cardio they do every day.
Really?
Yeah. And so he says, like, the base is just littered with GNCs, like 3 on every corner.
Huh.
Just because so many people need extra protein, or else they just lose so much muscle mass.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Cardio,
Making it difficult to...
makes it difficult to build muscle, yes. Oh, you're right. The stand-up timer went off while we were watching the Batman versus Darth Vader. So everybody stand up. Stand up, stand up.
Oh, I fucked that up. And I got hit by this. Keep trying to jump over these guys, and it never quite works out.
Right? They built them. They built those guys just tall enough to fuck with your day. Great. Pizza Train, no, I do not need to buy eggs, but thank you for double checking. My egg supply is good. I was just at the grocery store yesterday, so my eggs are good. New stand-up timer, great. Will not stand up. What? Steel cut oats and squats.
There you are.
All right. Is there dick punching in this game? Fair question.
You don't need dick punching when you rip a demon's face in half.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm shocked there's not an animation where you bend an alien over and shove his own head up his ass. I'm shocked that's not a thing that happens.
You unlock that if you can beat it on the hardest difficulty.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be.
Unlockable, gorier death animations.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a cool thing.
These ones you've earned. Fruit Pie the Magician says, if I was Darth Vader and I had to fight Superman, I'd make a lightsaber out of a piece of kryptonite, because obviously that would work somehow.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Blue Blaze says, hey guys, would you consider playing Visceria cleanup detail as a follow-up to this game. It's super apt for Doom. It's about cleaning up after aftermaths of games like this.
Well, now you've spoiled the next stream.
Oh,
I hope you're happy.
was that going to be the surprise Doom stream?
I downloaded that last night.
Oh, did you? Oh, that would have been very funny. Like, okay, we're gonna play Doom. Oh, this is a weird Doom game.
Well, no, if I could clean up after playing Doom.
Oh, that sounds great. Atomic Mousetrap says you might think it'd be hard. You might think it'd be hot to live next to robot lesbians. Robot lesbians, but imagine the sound of them trying to scissor, clank, clank, grind, squeal. Robot. Where does robot lesbians come up? Atomic Mousetrap. I'm confused.
Let the man have his dreams.
How are robots any sort of orientation? The robots.
What do you have against robot orientation, Jack?
Orientation.
Oh, sir. Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's a great
I'm on the wrong side. Sorry. Deal with it.
I guess we're living in a world in which robots can feel some sort of emotion, including pleasure, so they would feel the urge to have sex. You know. Robot orientation. Usually robots are not... robots have no gender. Well,
I keep forgetting I have these guys.
the holograms?
Yeah.
Never used them once. You know what else I never used them
I
once?
want to see if they're useful. So I need to start using them.
Sure, see if you drop them. The demons go to them.
Yeah. Well, I know they do, but
Yeah.
I don't know how aggressively. If they ignore you or, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I also never use the grenades. Or the other grenade, like the demon grenades. Never use
The grenades are really useful early on.
Yeah?
Later on, they don't have enough power, but
them. Never use them.
I don't want to waste it.
Let's see here. Anonymous says Rich Evans versus Darth Vader. Superman and Batman with lightsabers. Who wins? Rich Evans because the other ones don't fucking exist.
It's true.
It's true. Rich Evans will win every time because he's the one writing the story. Jack is against robot sex. I think robots would be against robot sex. Robots would say, you know, if robots had
Robots are for or against what you program them to be for or against.
that was going to be my caveat, which was if robots had some sort of conscience, some sort of sentience, they might ask why. You would like me to rub this other robot? Why?
Okay. No, that's okay. For how long?
Please specify time and aggression level. Jack is human splaining. I like that. I like that. Robot and Frank is a very good movie. Did you see Robot and Frank?
No.
Oh, it's a very good movie. It's a very good movie about a retired cat burglar who's suffering from the early stages of dementia.
Mhm.
And so his children buy him a robot assistant to help him out with his everyday life.
Okay.
And he decides he wants to do one more heist. And so he gets the robot to help him with his heist.
Ah!
And it's adorable.
Hit me from behind.
I
Fucker.
love it. I think it's on Netflix too, so you should watch Robot and Frank. Jigaliag 35 says, so is this all there is to this game?
What do you want? I want the scene where they talk about their feelings.
Uh-huh. This is something that I think a lot of people aren't necessarily used to, which is Doom manages to do this one thing so well that it doesn't need anything else. Other games like to hide their
Lack of-
mediocre
yeah,
gameplay
yep,
with padding and story and some quick time events, and then they'll forget that the gameplay is kind of mediocre. Doom takes this really novel approach and is just really good at what it does, so it doesn't need anything else. No. Wait, what was your name? Liberal Media, which of course is bias, says, do you find the enemies are too hard to distinguish? I find they don't look like anything at all. They're not iconic looking.
I had that problem in the first few levels.
When they're all the little guys.
When they're all
sure.
little guys, like the imps and the regular soldier guys and just the unarmed kind of zombies,
Yeah.
they blend together a little bit.
Oh, sure.
But once you get to like the Barons of Hell, like you can tell the difference between a Baron of Hell and a Cacodemon and a Mancubus.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's an early game problem.
Even a Knight of Hell.
yeah.
Like, once, the big guys, and then you got the guys with the glowing backs with the laser arms. No, yeah. I agree with Richard. That's an early game problem.
And that was why I was critical, because the E3 footage, I saw like some early game stuff. Like these enemies all look the same, more or less. They just look like humanoid blob men. But that changes.
You get past that.
That changes.
Yep.
Wait, I already started the challenge. What happened? What?
What did you do?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Yonder says, this game is so boring. All I see is action, awesomeness, and gameplay. Isn't there anything else to the game? Like challenge maps? Oh, wait. That's what we're just doing right now.
Oh, fuck. Just run.
What? Have you guys heard of the Wolverine frog? It's a new species of frog that has sideburns and retractable claws.
I haven't heard of anything yet. Hold on.
That's awesome.
Hold on. Where's he at?
Behind you? Oh.
Yeah. Running out of time.
You got it. Challenge maps are $15 DLC. Oh, right. No, they just come with the game. And you know what? Some of them are pretty secret, so you gotta find them.
That was bad. I deserve that.
Have you guys read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream?
I know about it. It sounds very depressing. So I don't really care to read it.
Great short story. One of the first sci-fi tales to make me genuinely scared of AI. I only knew of the game. I thought it was a game. They probably
It's
made
a game. No, it's a game based on
based off the short story. Sure.
And I know the game has probably a happier ending than the story has, which is kind of the definition of depressing.
Well, then I will give it a read. That sounds like a fun afternoon. Get me some coffee. Get a little nice sunny spot to lay down. Open up a little short book. One of them short books.
Wait. I need to not die here. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, I hate those cacodemons. Oh, not cacodemons, those pinkies.
Pinkies.
Not killing fast enough is what I'm doing. What I'm not doing.
Oh, the author of the short helped write the game. Original's always better.
A famous author, Harlan Ellison, actually.
Oh. Oh, and apparently he does, they're saying that he does an audio version of it for free on the YouTubes. Well, that's lovely.
That was not my fault. I don't know if you saw that on the stream, but my screen froze, and I died when the screen was frozen.
Uh-huh.
That was totally not my fault.
Goo. Goo. Jack, if Ash from Evil Dead was a playable character in Mortal Kombat, do you think Rich would actually give it a chance?
It's not like I've never played Mortal Kombat. I'm not super big on fighting games like that.
Yeah, me either. I'm sure it'd be cute. You know, like I like that. And what does the new one have? The new one has Jason, right?
There's a Mortal Kombat game actually has Jason?
Doesn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't pay attention to fighting games. You see Mortal Kombat, and your brain just categorizes that as useless information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I've never played Mortal Kombat in my life, and I refuse to, because I'm determined not to like the game. No, I've played it, and I was like, don't really like it that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that was floating around the internet. Did you see the James Rolfe thing?
He was not going to watch Ghostbusters.
He's not going to watch Ghostbusters.
He's playing it safe. He's full of shit as to why. But yeah, whatever.
You know what you got there? You got a whole bunch of Rich Evans calling it like it is. Says it like he sees it. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Man, how do I get out of this?
Yep.
I talk about movies all the time.
They
for a living.
know I'm a Ghostbusters fan. How do I not talk about this movie and avoid any controversy?
I'm not going to see it.
I'm just not going to see it.
It's a principled matter.
Meanwhile, opening day, somebody's going to run into him in line at the theater. He's going to be wearing like a baseball cap and sunglasses. And like a hoodie that's up.
No. I just look like him. I get that all the time. I gotta go. No, like to me, it's so easy. It's so easy not to be controversial about the movie. All you do when talking about the movie is don't bring up.
I didn't want to exit the game.
How did you do that?
No. Oh. Well, that's bullshit. Yeah, mission select. Where do we go next? Let's go to near the end of the game. Let's go to nuts.
Okay, great. That sounds great. So all you have to do when watching the new Ghostbusters movie is not talk about
the fact that they're girls at all.
And more importantly, not talk about any of the controversy on either side of it. And then you just talk about the movie, and literally that's all you have to do. It's great. It'll be great.
I'm almost sure I have mentioned on screen, like well before the fact, before they announced the all-girls Ghostbusters. I'm pretty sure there's audio of me saying, I hope they never make another Ghostbusters movie.
Probably. No, and see, that's the thing, Blue Blaze. The movie is not critic-proof. There will not be a huge backlash against critics who don't like it. It's going to be made up. It's all in your head.
There'll be people who will say that, though.
Of course. That's
not gonna stop a segment of the population from labeling everybody who doesn't like the movie for whatever reason as a sexist. It's gonna happen.
But that's the same segment that will say anything stupid about any video that's already up.
Sure,
so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what they say.
Right.
They're gonna say it. They're gonna be loud about it. They're gonna get some media attention.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
It's going to be obnoxious.
No more obnoxious than any of the YouTube comments that we already get. Their YouTube comments will be no worse than any of the other garbage that I filter through in our comments section. It's all the same bullshit. A very loud, very small segment, and they'll die off.
Well.
They'll find the next thing to fight about. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, no, I want to go back up there so I can get the... Ah, fuck it. Well, I wasted a shot then, didn't I? I thought I had a free BFG shot, and then I fell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay. Hey, Jack. Hey, Rich, says Nico Cola.
Hey!
Here's a tip to thank you for the streams, videos, and comedy jokes. My question, aside from the games themselves, who are one or two of your favorite video game characters? Characters, Rich. I know you like the Travis touchdown.
Yeah, I always like the Jedi Knight games.
Oh, yeah?
Cal Katarn, because he's not a Jedi, basically. He's just an asshole with a gun and a lightsaber, which makes him fun. You get the lightsaber without all of the bullshit that goes with it.
Uh-huh.
Search your feelings and don't be aggressive.
Fuck you.
It's kind of like giving a lightsaber to the Doom guy.
All right. I think that's fair.
Mario. It's a safe answer, but I like Mario. Mario's fine.
Mario?
What's wrong with Mario?
What as far as a character is concerned? not high on my list of like.
I don't have like a pre-made list of video game characters I love
Sure.
in my head. Start naming shit, because I'm in the middle of a game and I'm not thinking.
Sure. No, do it. Play it. Do it. Play it.
Rich just went on a rant about how lightsabers are stupid, because I can't tell what hyperbole is. I have no idea what hyperbole is, because I'm a lightsaber fan.
Did you know that you're also sexist?
Uh-huh.
Not because of the whole Ghostbusters things. You see, lightsabers are inherently have inherent feminist qualities to them, and because you don't like the Force and lightsabers, that means that you're against women. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's clear that the Force is a metaphor for motherhood, because it gives birth to everyone, and it's a whole thing. I read an article on it. I wrote an article on it, and then I read that article I wrote on it.
What am I stuck on? Sorry, I got stuck on a thing on the
You
floor.
got stuck on a ledge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Video game characters. I'm just cycling through all the video games I like.
And how do you deal with like characters like the Doom guy, characters who are basically just you?
Right.
Like, how do you
that's the hard
categorize that?
See, that's the hard part. Just because we were playing it recently, I'm gonna say I really enjoyed what they did with the Zelda Sheik thing in Ocarina. But like I said, just because we were playing it recently, I'm not gonna call it my favorite, but I thought that was fun. I like the idea of like the princess learning how to defend herself. I thought that was a neat concept, especially at the time.
Are we talking about characters in general or protagonists?
Oh, I just thought that they were saying characters in general. But,
My brain was going with protagonists.
oh, sure. Well, just as one of your favorite video game characters.
Yeah, because Doom guy. I like being badass space marine. This is fun. That's a fun character to be.
Yes, being Doom Guy is an awesome character to be. Obviously, GLaDOS is one of the greatest characters ever to exist in any game, and as a villain,
Garrett
yeah,
from Thief the Dark Project. Kind of world-weary, cynical cat burglar.
I'm trying to remember. There was
tired of dealing with everybody else's nonsense.
Systems are now vulnerable. I recommend destroying my cooling system first. This will accelerate the destabilization process.
I actually, speaking of just characters, I really like Vega's whole thing. How he's just like, you will kill me shortly. I hope you have a good time in hell.
Also, talking about characterization in Doom,
Yeah.
did you notice he hesitated before hitting the delete button and in fact made a backup copy?
Yeah, and kept the backup copy. He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy at all, Rich.
All I'm saying is they got characterization in here.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Oh, god damn it.
The Onion Knight from Dark Souls was pretty awesome. I agree. As far as characters are concerned.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna nuke it.
Just gonna nuke it. Let's see here. This tip doesn't come close to the hours of entertainment you guys have given me, but here you go. Anyways, thanks. P.S. Jack is wrong about 11/22/63 because he has a robot heart. Oh, I said the ending really sucked. The ending really petered out.
The ending of which again? I've
11
completely lost track of what we're talking about.
11/22/63 was the Hulu original series based off of a Stephen King novel. And I felt like the ending.
Oh, is that the one with the time travel business?
He was time traveling, trying to save JFK.
Does he doom the world to like nuclear war because butterfly effect?
I won't spoil anything. But you know. Jack, please trick Rich into playing Eminem Beach Party. I don't even know how I would trick Rich into doing that.
What is Eminem Beach Party?
I could also just ask him, I could also just say, hey, let's play Eminem Beach Party tonight, and he would probably say okay.
Yeah,
So,
like rap star Eminem.
no, like the Candies Eminem. 11/22/63 started off really strongly. Insanely strongly.
Why am I not using the stun on the pinkies?
That's what I keep wondering. That was my go-to strategy with him. Stun and then boom, easy peas.
I think it's because I want to have a good fight. They just don't provide one. They provide an annoying fight.
Let's see here. Hey, Richard and Jackus. Have you fine men enjoyed the show Eastbound and Down?
I haven't seen it. Are you loaded up and trucking?
What?
Loaded up and trucking?
Is that what? I don't know what that means.
Eastbound and down, we're loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. It's a song from Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, okay. That's probably what the show's title is a reference to. Who's the actor? Who is that actor?
Burt Reynolds?
No, in Eastbound and Down.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's I hate him. I don't find him terribly funny, which is why I've never watched the show or care for it. He was in The Foot Fist Way. He was in he's been in a bunch of stuff. Danny McBride. Thank you. That's what his name is. It's Eastbound and Down is about a Major League Baseball player who gets fired, who's like a party boy and gets fired because of like steroids or drugs.
Oh, okay.
And so he moves back to his hometown to like be a coach at his local high school, but he's still a huge dickhead because he's Danny McBride, and that's the only character he plays ever. So it's baseball centric. I think like later on he joins like
Why are they naming it after a song in Smokey and the Bandit?
maybe because he's down and he goes back east. I don't know. I do have a fun story about Eastbound and Down. Eastbound and Down is directly responsible for how I eventually got my job at Funny or Die. I don't know if I've ever told like this full story on stream. I probably have before. So way back in the day, I was making video shorts with my cousin, who is great and awesome. And we made this one video short called Friday Night Nights, which was a play on Friday Night Lights. And the reason why we made it is a whole other thing, but it was just this dumb video short we made. We started watching a little bit of Friday Night Lights, and immediately started making fun of it. So we made Friday Night Nights, and he starred in it. I shot it, and another friend of ours, Devon Jackson, starred in it. It was great. It was a fun, stupid little funny short, right? And we put the short up on YouTube like everyone did. And
Damn it! It wouldn't let me do the. God.
Oh yeah, you got to jump up to do the kills, right? I don't think Jack has told any of this story. Probably not. So it's up on YouTube and it's not doing anything really. And all of a sudden we hear about this website that is being launched called Funny or Die. One of our friends like worked for a production company that heard it was being launched, and they gave us the exact day, and they're like, launch, get your video on Funny or Die as soon as you can. It's Will Ferrell's and Adam McKay's and Chris Henschey's new website. It's going to be great. We got Eastbound and Down, or not Eastbound and Down. We got Friday Night Nights up on the website. And back in the day, after you watched The Landlord, Funny or Die, I love how silent the chat is in respect for Jack's story. Sorry, like it's I'm watching Doom, and it's been a while since I've told this story, so I'm just trying to remember pieces of it. Back in the day, Funny or Die would just post whoever uploaded a video, the most recent, on the front page. And right after we uploaded Friday Night Nights, the website crashed. And so, like, for the first day that Funny or Die was live, when everyone was going to the website because it was Will Ferrell's new website, our video was one of the first things that they saw.
Huh.
And so it did incredibly, incredibly well. And it did so well, in fact. And, of course, like that day, Will Ferrell and Adam McKay and Chris Henschey were all watching the site to see what happened. And Adam McKay and Chris Henschey saw the video and called my cousin Jake in for an audition for Eastbound and Down.
Huh.
Because they really liked the look of him, and they were producing Eastbound and Down at the time. And when we shot the video, my cousin had this giant, thick beard, and he was like playing the old coach man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they called him in for an audition, and he didn't know they wanted him for the older brother. And he's a young guy, and he had shaved before he went in for the audition. And so like he gets in there, and they don't even recognize him. Because he's all clean shaven and he's a kid, and they're like, we thought you might have been 40 something. And so, like he goes through with the audition. Obviously he did not get it, but they just end up talking to him about like producing videos and making internet videos. And hey, do you know that we don't have anyone that works for Funny or Die to make videos for us? Do you want to do that? And so he got a job. That's how he got his job with Funny or Die. And then shortly after brought me in.
Ow, fucking pinky.
So Eastbound and Down is directly responsible for getting me my job at Funny or Die.
Why is my melee not working? There we go.
You gotta get closer.
I was right up in his ass.
Yes, I'm saying that you should grow out your beard so you can get more jobs. And yeah, that's it. More importantly, if you look a certain way, make sure that you look that same way when you go in for an audition. That's really, really important. I made videos for Funny or Die, and I also my job for Funny or Die was making videos, and I was also the video screener. So I would watch all of the user-submitted uploads every single day to try to find quality content, much like how they found us.
Wrong button. I meant to hit the fuck. Fuck.
I meant to hit the fuck.
I meant to hit the BFG.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what I hit, but I didn't hit the BFG.
Bloodstar Drug says Doom.
It's pretty great.
Finally, a game where you remove skeleton. Finally a game where remove skeleton actually means something. Rip and tear those skeletons from those fucking demons with your bare fucking hands, you fuck. V. Bruno, yes, I love Billy on the Street. I think that's a hilarious show. Do you ever watch that?
No.
Oh. Billy on the Street, I find to be hilarious.
There's a lot of things I don't watch.
Yeah. Anonymous says, "Hey Jack, I got Firewatch while it was on sale, and I loved every minute of it, aside from the ending. Can you guys recommend any other game with great character building? P.S. LOL, fuck my cock."
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
Oh. Legal?
Oh, it's not going well.
No. No, it is not at all. Yeah, I'm usually not a big like character story guy in games, so Prince of Persia: Sands of Time says Rich Evans. Go. Go. Listen, the Eric Andre show is also amazing, but Billy on the Street is a different kind of amazing. I think we talked about this. I've seen the new Battlestar Galactica show. Rich has not, because he heard the ending sucked, and he doesn't want to deal with quality television because the ending might be bad.
I don't want to get invested only to be disappointed.
But
And I think that's a fair point.
No, it's not. There's enough good to justify it.
So you say.
Yeah.
Good stories need good endings. Otherwise, you're just left hanging.
Yeah.
Then it's not a good story.
Well, there are good parts.
Then it's a good beginning and a middle.
Eric Andre is great. The Eric Andre show is something everyone should watch. Whoop. Hey guys, mentioned this last stream, but when you get a sec, watch this trailer for After Last Season. I honestly have no words to describe it. Says Lando was taken.
Try blendiferous. That's a word that doesn't get used much.
Blendiferous.
Is it a word? I don't know. Who knows?
What does it mean? You can decide what it means.
Generate some intrigue by using a word like that.
Ooh, it's a perfectly cromulent word.
Does that mean something? What does that mean? I'm intrigued.
I'm kind of watching it right now, and just by the look of it, I'm trying to figure out its age. In theaters 2009. Interesting. Interesting.
I guess enough things aren't dead yet.
All right, tired and sad. Hey guys, how did you get to know Colin and Jim? They are great additions to the crew.
I believe. I don't know if you were with. Probably not. They met at a convention.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I have no idea.
I think it was Canada's Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Because all of Canada only has one Comic-Con.
Yep.
Right.
The entirety
of Canada.
Canada. There's only enough people for one Comic-Con.
All right. I don't see anything left alive. But I still hear music.
Oh yeah, there's definitely something still
Yeah.
alive. If there's rock and roll playing, you just have an imp running away from you. Just get up high and stand still. Where the fuck is it?
I don't fucking know. If I knew, I'd be shooting it, Jack.
Touche, Rich. Oh wait, did you blow up all the tanks? Is there still like a third tank?
Pretty sure they're all blown up.
There's only. Oh no, what about that one down there?
Oh, fuck.
Gotta blow up the
Well,
tanks.
I missed one. I thought I got them all. Bite. You know what? Bite me. Just bite me. Oh, god damn it. Now I get them.
Nah, I get the berserk. Did you guys ever get Jay to play the Stanley Parable? Would love to see his reaction to it. Lloyd, that game would be so tough to play, like not only in stream, but then like, could you imagine like me and Rich would have to be silent so Jay could listen to the whole thing.
And I'm not entirely convinced he'd love it. He'd think it was interesting. He'd play around with it for like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
and then he would be good bored.
And then he would probably say, "Yeah, that was fun."
Yeah.
Please remember, Jay's not a video game person. He does not play games. He does not get into the games. And I think specifically Stanley Parable is a game in which you need to kind of understand some gaming concepts in order to fully understand.
Oh, shit, we're at this fight.
Yep. I know this fight. This is a great fight. Richard says, I'm Kenny Powers. I can sympathize. I, for one, don't as much like the lightsaber. Wouldn't you just want to be a badass fighter pilot? One of the reasons I like Poe Dameron. Fuck yeah.
For the record, I think the lightsaber's fairly cool. I don't care for the Jedi at all.
Right.
And oh wait. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Things are nuts.
BFG it.
It's just not the end all be all. Star Wars has interesting things that aren't Jedis or lightsabers, and I think they get ignored.
Yes. That is very fair. But like that's one of the things I loved about
Fuck this
The
fight.
Force Awakens is like
Fuck this fight with a hammer.
Poe Dameron has his own little happy adventure that I'm sure it was awesome. It was epic him getting out of that crash.
Been neglecting my chain gun. And I'm gonna keep neglecting it because there's a fucking pinky on my ass.
Oh, Rich Evans is flip-flopping again. Absolutely.
Or learn to spot hyperbole.
No, they can't do that. No, we will not be attending AwesomeCon or any convention this year. As far as we know. Yonder says, not sure why Rich is leery of great games with bad endings. Is he saying that the ending of... Yes, Rich has said quite of many times that the ending of Mass Effect has retroactively spoiled the first games.
Yep.
Yep.
I genuinely believe that. You can't play the old games. They're just depressing messes now.
Yep. And Yonder, that you might be joking, but as you know, it's hard to tell. It's hard for us to tell when you're joking.
Oh, fuck you.
You got a shot left on it.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
Question is, do I want to use it? I can take out a Baron. They don't bother me that much. It's just the swarm of everything around him.
There already is female Wolverine. What do you mean? She's X-23. That happened a while ago. Someone in the chat just said, female Wolverine is coming, brace yourself. She's been around for quite some time. Braced, motherfucker. Braced. Lolly Battle Machine says, good evening, Jack Rich. Anyways, what's your opinion on baby metal? And do you think it is a real metal?
I don't know what baby metal is.
Baby metal is heavy metal mixed with Japanese pop singers.
I'd have to hear it.
Like grind metal mixed with Japanese pop singers.
I would have to hear it.
He means that X-23 is now going by the Wolverine codename. So, who gives a shit?
I haven't been in a comics for 10 years. The amount of fucks I give is 0.
0.
My favorite character was never Wolverine. He was kind of obnoxious, really.
Hey, get out of here. Stop it. All right, hold on, Rich. I'm getting it ready for you. This is something called baby metal.
Are they going to start doing anything?
Oh well, they're dancing.
Or is it just
now.
this
They're dancing.
and like a 5-hour loop?
They're dancing. This is all part of it, Rich. They dance, and then I'm sure they're gonna start singing in a little bit.
It's got parts of it are metal.
Yeah, but mixed with Japanese pop. Yeah. So that's what baby metal is, Rich.
Okay.
It was very
I
important.
can't say I find it super exciting.
No, it's fine.
It's no Batman versus Darth Vader.
I was a little leery of that as its fan wank, but I appreciated the ending. Well, it sounded not great. Yeah, it's exactly what you expect. It's like thrashcore mixed with Japanese lady pop.
Is it because I don't care much for anime that I'm supposed to hate everything from Japan?
I think they just I think they were kind of maybe hoping for like a big
Like a rant?
like a big or like an oh my god, that's so weird, like you know how like some streamers and YouTubers like fake big reactions to make videos and get views. I think that's what they were hoping for.
I'm not the judge of what is or is not metal. That's not me. I don't do that.
Rich
What?
says tired and sad.
What?
I know you're in a bad mood.
I'm in a right mood. I'm in a fine mood.
Well, they're saying, could you please just briefly explain the continuity issues of the X-Men cinematic universe?
I really can't. I literally can't do that. I haven't even seen, like... How many have they made since X3?
2.
Oh, I haven't seen either of them.
Oh, okay. They've made 2, and when Bryan Singer came back for Days of Future Past, he basically undid a lot of what happened in X3 and X-Men First Class.
Yep.
Just because he's like, these are my movies. Okay. They made What?
What?
Oh, maybe I got confused by a question. So, there's X-Men, there's X2, there's X-Men 3,
Okay.
the last, or Mutants United or The Last Stand or something. And then there's X-Men First Class. Then there's X-Men Days of Future Past. And now there's X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So there's 5 X-Men movies.
Okay. What am I supposed to do with this information?
I don't know. I wanted to let you know that there are 5. It was very important to the chat that I let you know how many X-Men movies were in the X-Men cinematic universe. I don't know why. The that first X-Men movie, it wasn't great. It surely wasn't great. But it was the first kind of thing that kind of worked superhero wise. On the big screen.
Didn't really do it for me.
Yeah. No.
But I'm not a super huge X-Men fan, so
And I am. I'm a pretty big X-Men fan. And so it's like, for me, it was just like, oh, I can see in what direction they are heading. I like this. And then X2 came out, and that was pretty awesome. It was the Wolverine story, unfortunately, but, you know, we got that out of the way. And then they just made some shitty movies, and First Class was all right, and the Days of Future Past sucks, and Apocalypse is going to suck.
I can't even remember what happened in any of the movies that I have seen from the X-Men franchise, let alone discuss continuity issues.
Okay.
That's not a thing that can happen. All right, so how am I going to play other people's maps here? How's this going to work?
I don't know. Go to the thing.
I'm at a thing.
Go to the thing.
What thing?
Go-
Here, you figure it out. I'm just going to play a classic map.
Hold on. Anonymous now wants us to watch Lady Baby. Anonymous says we need to watch Lady Baby. Rich is going to play a classic map. I want the old bad guys on the classic map.
Yeah, that would be neat.
What? There's a man in a Japanese dress.
Oh, in a Japanese video? That's completely unexpected.
There's okay, Lady Baby. We watched Lady Baby. Thank you. Let's see here. Nico Cola says apparently 1984 Ghostbusters is being special released in theaters next month for a few days or a week. I think. Think you guys will go catch the classic on the big screen? That would be nice. Go see it on a big screen full of theater full of people.
Maybe.
And it's always more fun when you're in a theater full of people and they all laugh. It's great. Okay, Rich, because we all know you're the arbiter of all things metal. I'd like to ask, what do you think of Mountain Dew Pitch Black?
Not metal.
Not metal. There you go.
Mountain Dew is incapable of being metal because it's Mountain Dew.
Rich.
Mountain Dew can only be a poser metal. Fake metal.
Yeah. New metal. Yeah. Rich says many correct things when I'm around him. His stance on Mountain Dew and metal might be the most correct thing I've ever heard him say.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put that out there. Mountain Dew is never metal. Mountain Dew is new metal. Absolutely, Tiberius Kirk. Hey guys, sorry to hear you potentially had an annoying day earlier. Looking forward, or not, to E3 2016. May or may not be going this year. It would be neat to say hi if possible. We probably won't go.
We're certainly not going to go.
Because
When is it?
I just have no idea, Rich. I think even I used to like E3. And I think even I'm giving up caring about it.
E3 is check a website at the end of the day and find out what's news.
Yep.
That's all E3 is.
Yep.
What's news? They announce anything interesting? No, they haven't. Okay.
How about I'll look into sponsors if we can get paid to go.
Like, I don't know why you would ever want to sit and watch any of the Microsoft or the PlayStation 4
Yeah.
or the whatever presentation. you spend like an hour and a half sitting there when you could just, after the fact, go read like a bullet list of what they said.
Yeah.
It'll take you 3 seconds. You get the same information without any of the bullshit
With
and the corporate jagoffs.
with hyperlinks to all the YouTube trailer videos and yeah.
You don't have to listen to a corporate jagoff gibber for like 45 minutes before you hear they're making another Halo game.
Say goodnight to Colin, Rich.
Good night, Colin.
Good night, Colin. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna call up the people of Mountain Dew and see if they can sponsor us to go to E3, Rich. All we have to do is make videos about how metal Mountain Dew is, and they'll give us a good paycheck and fly us out to San Diego. No, that's Comic-Con. Wherever they're gonna fly us out to wherever E3 is. You okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay, great. I'm gonna work on it. Oh, have you guys seen this? Young Rich and the Gang, copyright issues?
What?
Retrocade podcast? Blanket, Red Letter Media and his pals Rich Evans, Jay Bauman talk about the prequels and Star Wars franchise as a whole. Oh.
What is this?
Oh. It's a video. Okay. You guys talking about Star Wars? Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's fine. I don't think they made that video. Did you ever talk about Star Wars with anyone else? Like all the time?
Not that I can remember.
Great. Okay. Okay, so.
I'm confused as to what this actually is. What is this?
Did you not? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta mute the ads.
It actually. What do they say in it?
Look at how young you are.
Oh, just some old shit.
It's just people talking about, just some old shit. Great. Oh, these old levels. They're adorable. Okay, are you ready to play?
Yeah, let me just. I'll finish this.
Finish it. It's just an old video that isn't owned by Red Letter Media. Yeah. Sure. I'm sure there are several videos not owned by Red Letter Media. Just putting that out there. Yep. It'd be funny to see Rich and Jack dressed up in all Mountain Dew gear, Wayne's World style, talking about how much they love Puppy Monkey Baby. I don't know what that is, but I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Some kind of thing.
Yep. What was my motivation to get in shape? I just wanted to see if I could. I took when I turned 30. I took a year off of drinking. Just because why not? You know. Came from a drinking family and kind of always just drank. Like not a lot. I never drank a lot. But it was just like, oh, can I go a full year without having a single drop? And I did. And I didn't really feel that different, but not changing anything in my diet, just cutting out all alcohol, I lost like 10, 15 pounds. Like, and a lot of times I would replace a beer with ice cream.
So what am I doing here?
Snap map?
Okay.
And so then I started losing weight, and kind of always I was a bigger guy, had a gut, and so it's just like, let's just see if I can get rid of my gut. And then I did. It's just that easy. I found a diet that worked for me, and did it to it.
Oh my god, it's taking forever to load.
Jesus Christ!
I should have had this downloaded to the solid state.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's like 50 gigabytes big. And it's a 500 gigabyte drive.
What is one of your worst corporate video client stories? I'm cutting one right now, and they are soul destroying. I don't know if I have. I'm trying to think of one that I can tell and have be out in the public.
I know I used to hear Mike and Jay talk about constant pointless changes.
Yes.
This would be a second longer, for like no good reason.
Well, they need to justify. They need to justify their experience, their existence. Suits.
Yeah.
If you hand them a perfect video, they can't just approve that video because then they haven't done.
They look like
anything.
they're not doing anything. Right.
Yes.
Right.
And so what I have heard some people in the business do, and I might have done this one or two times, is you put in an obvious glaring imperfection, and then they can say, "Oh, can you fix that thing?" You go, "Oh, of course I'll fix that thing."